Here a little late today. Hopefully you saw my announcement. Normally I'm streaming every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. here on Facebook on Natural Kitchen Cooking School. Today I'm streaming a little bit later in the day. So joining all you evening folks. So we have a fun recipe to make today. I've got 2 cutting boards in case my daughter Anya over there decides to join us. We are using beets. I really like highlighting what's in season, and at least here in the Northeast US, we've got beets coming into season soon. So I've got a golden beet here. This is already sliced and cooked. Got a little ahead of the game, but this is what I started with. Just 1 golden beet that I peeled and I cut up into nice thin slices and steamed it. So now I have, this is basically 1 large beet that's cut up and steamed. Now, how am I going to make this interesting? You might enjoy beets just plain old straight up, but I'm going to make it a little more interesting by adding some other ingredients. So I've got 1 sliced scallion. I'm going to add that for a little oniony flavor. Because oftentimes you'll see with beet salads, there's like a little red onion or something. So I'm adding green onion just for a little color variation and just a little, difference in flavor. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some parsley. So I've got some nice fresh parsley here. I'm going to chop up maybe, maybe just like a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. And then I've got my other fun ingredients here for flavor. I'll talk about those in a moment. Let me get these out of the way. So yeah, this is just, one of those simple dishes. The stems I'm going to save and use for soup stock. Instead of throwing those away, I like to use those little scraps for my soup stock. And by the way, I think I have a video on making soup stock here on my channel. If you're watching over on YouTube, wherever you're watching from, check it out on YouTube. It's Christine's Natural Kitchen on YouTube. And I have a fun video there if you just Google or look on the YouTube channel for soup stock or vegetable stock. I do have it's kind of an old one from the vault. So a little different kitchen background, but the steps are the same with, the ingredients that I like to add. So vegetable scraps are one easy way to do that. All right, and I'm going to check on the Facebook page shortly to see if there are questions so I can answer them in real time. All righty, and all right, for those of you on YouTube, I know we did a little work on the YouTube settings, so we tried to enable YouTube chat settings too, so hopefully we can take some questions over there as well. All right, so yeah, so that's basically like a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. Anya, I know you're eating over there. Do you want to just eat, or do you want to be on camera? You want to join me on the video?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come on over. Want to say hi? My daughter Anya loves to help me cook. And you can help me. You want to help me peel a carrot?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say something sooner. She was just like hanging out over there. But all right. So what you can do is very carefully peel. I know you know how to do it. But you know what? I'm just going to do a little hand over hand to help you because it is sharp. It's kind of like a knife. We're just going to peel like that. So we're going to add 1 shredded large carrot. So this is a very simple recipe. So far, we've just got our 1 beet, 1 scallion. Oh, no, we're not going to start with that again. That was silly the other day. And then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of our parsley. And then I'll show you the nice, easy dressing and our 1 carrot. That's right. And all these little bad spots, I'm just going to trim those off. Yeah. You want to put that in the compost? You can help me put that in the compost. Here, I'll show you. Hold on a second. Yep, you can pick all those up and we'll put those in our compost pile, which I just happen to have here. We've got a very robust compost, bunch of compost here. It's amazing how you really cut down on your garbage. Like we have just such small little garbage bags that go out each week now that we've been composting. So helps to keep this out of the landfills, and it provides a really rich fertilizer for your garden. In fact, I even had some vegetables spontaneously growing in the compost pile itself. So you never know if that becomes its own little ecosystem. Great, thanks, hon. Okay, so now, here, do you want to help me mix up the salad?
Yeah.
I think that's it for the chopping. We're going to do a little shredding, though. You want to help shred the carrot?
Yeah.
Okay, this is another job where we have to be a little careful. We're going to do some coarse grating of the carrot. So I know you want to do it yourself, but let me just help you. You know what? Here, let me be like this. I'll just help get you started. She wants to do everything herself. It's hard. I know you want to do it yourself, but you got to be really careful, too. Here, is it easier like this? You want to hold it like this? Just kind of rub it on there a little. Just be careful. Don't get your fingers there. She lost a tooth today. Big moment. Another tooth came out of there, right? We got to get the tooth fairy coming. All right, now's actually a good time. Maybe while she's just very careful there, or I could check the comments. Let's just see if there are any comments or questions over here on Facebook. I know Laura said she was going to be joining us. Let's see what's happening on the Facebook page. All right, just be careful, careful, careful. Let's see, are there any questions in real time? Here we go. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions just yet. Sometimes they don't appear until later, but I'm just going to keep an eye and just check over here once in a while to see if there are any comments or questions. Okay, so good job, very good job. I'm just going to finish up. We'll do turns, right? Taking turns, sharing.
I'll do it.
I know, you did it, and now Mommy's just going to take her turn.
I'll do it.
You want to do it all. Well, you want another turn? We'll take more turns.
One more, please. Okay.
All right. Now you could cook the carrot. You know, we're doing raw shredded carrot. Very careful, honey. It's so easy to slip. But you could, of course, you know, steam the carrot if you like. But I just like that color variation. I like the yellow from the beets, or the red if you're using a red beet, and a little bit of the green, and then some orange. Honey, it's getting down small. It's Mommy's turn, okay? I know it's hard to share for all of us, right? All right.
I'll do it again.
Well, you know what? I think that's good enough because I'm not even going to go down too far. We'll save that for another recipe. Now we're going to scoop all that up. Let me get you a scraper. It's so fun to cook with your kids. It's really, you know, I always say this. I can't say it enough. It's a nice way, excuse me, to get the kids involved and have them try different dishes. Here, let's keep your shirt down, babe. Keep that down. Okay. Now, let's scrape this up. I'm going to let you dump it, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, right into our beets. Great. Now we're going to gather up our parsley. I just did kind of a coarse chop on that. You can put that one in there. Good job.
Great.
Great job.
Nice.
We're not going to do that right now. That's funny. Here, we got too much stirring and cooking to do. We'll do that later. We're going to stir that up. Now you just stir everything together, and this is where we're going to add our nice dressing. So I'm adding an olive oil vinaigrette. If you're not using oils, no problem. You can just skip the olive oil if you want. But I'm just going to add a little drizzle, just maybe like, I don't know, for this small amount, like maybe 3 tablespoons, okay? There we go. And then we're going to add a smaller amount of vinegar. So we're going to add, for 3 tablespoons of olive oil, we're going to add maybe 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And I'm using the red wine. You could use other vinegars like balsamic or apple cider vinegar. I'm just giving that a good stir. And then I like to kind of temper the acidity of the vinegar with just a little sweetener myself. But again, you don't have to add it. If you're not doing sweeteners for some reason, or you don't want to add this, you don't have to, but just adding a tablespoon of maple syrup, or you could do, you know, agave nectar or something else. Adding a little sea salt to taste. So maybe just like a half teaspoon. All right, we'll see how much Anya ends up adding. Let's say like roughly a half teaspoon. And there too, you can skip the salt if you don't want to add the salt, or you want to add a salt-free seasoning. Anya, come on, that's enough, sweetheart. Okay, we got to cooperate and work together here. Good. You could add cracked black pepper here if you want. You can add whatever herbs you want besides the fresh herbs. You can also add some dried herbs. So we are going to add some dried dill. I think dill always goes nicely with beets. It's just such a nice complement to the flavor. So here you go. You want some dill in there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Lovely. Thank you. You could even add like kidney beans might be pretty in there if you wanted to add a little protein or something, but just this combination of simple ingredients is so nice. I know one of our graduates who came through the Natural Kitchen Cooking School, she graduated from our chef training program when we offered that, and she has a book out. It's called More with Less, and I love that title. It's just a great title because, you know, you really can do a lot with, you know, just very few simple ingredients once you know how to combine them. So do I have a copy of that book around? Let me just show that if I do. Oh, I had it around for the longest time. I'm not seeing it now, but I can always post a link to that in the comments if anyone's curious. So, okay, let's just stir that around. And that's Jody Moreno, by the way, who is the author. I should have mentioned that. Okay, that looks great. So this is just a lovely, simple beet salad. You can see that it's just, you know, it goes great over like a bed of, you know, mixed greens, or just on its own as a side dish, you know, however you want to enjoy this. So let's just see again if there are any comments I want to respond to here over on Facebook just in real time. Not seeing any at the moment, so great. So you know what? You guys can catch the replay. If I missed any comments for any reason, I will check later. I usually do always respond to comments that we see on these lives. So let me know how you're enjoying these lives, by the way. Comment here on the Facebook page, or hopefully on YouTube you can comment as well to let me know. If there's any particular topics you'd like me to talk about, a particular recipe with the holidays coming up you might like to see. And by the way, if you want to learn more, we do have our online cooking school. It's a monthly membership, so you can join and just check it out. It's called Natural Cooking Mastery. We walk you through all the basics of plant-based cooking, from greens and beans to vegetables, soups, healthy desserts, just everything you'd want to learn how to cook and really just understand those flavors and what goes together and trying new recipes. So I hope you'll check that out and enjoy it. I'll put the link here too. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll put that also in the information. By the way, at 6:30, we're going to be going on live over on Instagram, so join us there. Again, enjoy this recipe for delicious golden beet salad. And by the way, you can also add other vegetables to this. Feel free to get creative. You can add sliced endive, you can add celery, you can add other ingredients. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and thanks for watching.